What's up, guys? Elliot here, and I'm super excited about the video I'm going to be sharing with you today. If you're new to the channel, I run a marketing agency. We help high-ticket coaches, consultants, and education companies scale their offer with paid ads. And today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite methods and strategies to do that, which is free live events. In my opinion, currently, at the time of making this video, free live events are the best way to sell and scale your high ticket offer. And I know you might be wondering, no way, live events, I'm not into that. I do challenges, low to high ticket. All of those things work, webinars, etc. I'm a huge fan of all of those. Live events have a special place in my heart. Several reasons I'm gonna get into today, but they're extremely scalable and work really well to sell a lot fast. So we're going to discover the 3 proven strategies that you have to be implementing to pack your next event with ready to buy clients. It's really important that you do this right so that your events are successful. And a bonus advantage, and I think one of the most important that really differentiates this from an online webinar versus a free person live seminar, attendees stay locked in during the live event, unlike a webinar that's filled with a ton of distractions. Here are the 3 must-dos to fill your event with excited, qualified buyers. I'm gonna break each of these down in more detail. Step 1, you want to get quality leads with paid ads. Step 2, you want to call and confirm all of those leads and anchor them. This is an important piece because typically if you run a paid event, they're anchored in with paying money. If you bought tickets to a concert, you're going to show up. But if you don't anchor people to your free event, you're going to deal with super low show rates, which is extremely annoying, and it's going to kill your bottom line. And then step 3, nurture the leads until showtime. 1, getting quality leads through paid ad platforms. You want to run local ads. Typically, what works for us is something anywhere between 10 and 25 miles around the location of where the event will be taking place. Use your best judgment because people are willing to drive greater distances. Think about locally where people are willing to drive. Target that area. You want to get prospects to self-qualified by being extremely granular in your ads, right? And so if you're doing an event for business professionals, real estate investors, aspiring traders and investors, you want to talk about that in your ads, but more so, you want to make it clear that this is a local offer. So you want to call out the specific cities and neighborhoods in your ads so that the ads are more relatable and self-qualify your ideal customer. You have to launch on all platforms at once. For a lot of our clients, we'll run TV ads, Meta ads, Google search and YouTube ads, TikTok ads, Twitter ads. But I have found, especially with smaller budgets, if you launch Meta ads and you do it right, Meta can literally be the entire backbone of your live event and you can crush. Choose your platforms wisely, but again, my recommendation is 100% be running Meta ads. Target your ideal client. If you have data to go off of, this is where you want to implement this. If you have an idea of who your clients are, I would still kind of go pretty broad until you can validate exactly who is providing the highest ROI for you. But for example, if you know that males over 45 have the highest ROI, then you want to target and get higher quality leads. You want to craft messaging that speaks directly to your ideal prospect to make sure that that message, content, images resonates with them, and continue that, want pizza, get pizza. The message continues from your ad to your landing page. You have congruency with your messaging and offer to your live event. So now you're getting a ton of quality leads flowing in to your CRM. Within all of that quantity, there is quality, but there's also a bunch of crap leads. And even the quality leads are not just going to show up because they registered. We all know that. So we need to call and confirm those leads as quickly as possible, ideally the same day. Within an hour, you want to be on the phone with those leads as they're coming in, or your sales team. Speed to lead is extremely important. You want to make sure you bring high energy and excitement over the phone, right? Remember, this is a free event. You don't have a celebrity attached to this event. Even though they registered, they're probably not going to attend. They don't care. They need to get pumped up about this opportunity to get to meet you and your company and your trainers or coaches and whatnot. So you need to have high energy, and then you want to anchor the leads with an emotional anchor by talking about their goals, desires, and aspirations. And I know you're thinking, man, this is so simple, but I promise you, I've worked with some wildly seasoned, experienced, and successful salespeople who do not do this. Free live event is not a free dental consultation. You're not calling to be like, hey, you scheduled a time for a free consultation. It's at this time. Did you get the email? Great, we'll see you there. No, you need to anchor them, okay? So you want to sell your presenters, especially if your presenters are not famous already and don't have a massive online following. You need to sell the hell out of your presenters and why this opportunity is one that your lead, your prospect cannot afford to miss. Then you want to create and craft a personalized experience to the prospect. And the way I usually recommend to do this, and the way we do this when we call our clients leads, we just ask them, what got you to register? Why do you want to attend? What are you hoping to get out of it? What's the reason you're planning to attend? And if you learn that thing, what would that provide you in your life? So you want to close that loop for them. So for example, they're attending a real estate seminar. It can be, well, I just want to get better at picking the right properties to buy, or I just want to get into real estate and start fixing and flipping or investing in residential real estate, whatever the reason is. And then why do you want to do that? What is the reason? What's the why? Their family, their kids, their retirement, all of those reasons. You want to anchor that, make them say it out loud to you. And then you want to go back to the presenter and say, that's exactly what Mr. Jones is going to be talking about. They are so skilled at delivering that information. They have so much experience, and they don't do a cookie cutter presentation. So I will personally let that presenter know that this is what you want to learn about. So they'll talk about it just for you, Mr. Prospect. So now they have this emotional anchor where they told you what they want to learn, and you just told them the presentation will be crafted specifically around that request they made. This strategy alone helps more than double show rates when properly implemented. So if you're not doing this already, please get your sales team to start doing this. This is key to having successful free live events. With paid events, you're using money. So if you buy tickets to a concert, you don't need a phone call and someone to anchor you to going. Like, you paid for the tickets, you're going to the concert, regardless if someone calls you or not. But with the free event, life comes up, excuses, family, business, etc. People find reasons not to attend because they're not anchored in with money and they have no reason to attend besides they had nothing better to do. The other bonus to that is if you're not anchoring your people, you're just gonna have all the worst people showing up who literally have nothing else to do. Bonus tip, calling your prospects to confirm and anchor them to your free live event. It's important that you call multiple times if they don't answer, because something that I've realized is the people who answer on the first call are frequently the people who have nothing else going on. And your best prospects are already busy as heck with everything else they've got going on. That's why they are rich and not brokies, and they have the money to buy your product because they're making money. And so they don't pick up on the first try. And so if you don't call your prospect on average 7 times, you're not even doing the bare minimum to succeed. And so you have to call your prospects multiple times for multiple numbers on different days at different times of the day so that you get them on the phone. Don't give up calling them if you tried once and they don't respond. 3, you want to nurture your leads continuously. If you're a high ticket coach or consultant, you're definitely already doing this. This is just the basics. Everyone is doing this. You're sending text messages, you're sending email, you're creating a ton of valuable email and content to share with them. But the best strategy that no one out there is doing is something that I learned from one of my mentors. His name is Jeremy, is called the hammer them strategy. This has been a complete game changer for our clients. When prospects register for the live event, in the old days, or typically most marketing agencies stop marketing to them immediately. They're registered, off to the sales team. We did our job at marketing. Wrong. You can still help the sales team on the marketing side by continuing to nurture those prospects on social media. And I'm not going to get into how to implement the hammer them strategy. That's a whole nother video that I'll put out, but you essentially want to create 50 to 150 pieces of content around all the different objections people might have. And then you want to run ads targeting your prospects. So you're continuing to prime them through calls, through text messages, through emails, and through social media ads. So whatever objection or excuse they've come up with in their heads between those 4 channels, you are going to overcome it, crush that objection, and make it clear to them that their butts need to be in that seat at the free live event if they want to change their life or achieve the goal or result that they're after. Again, using these 3 steps to pack your seminar with motivated buyers, you could scale your education business starting today. I absolutely love this strategy. You can easily, like I said, 7 to 10x your investment if you do it right. Thank you for watching. If you haven't liked the video, please like and subscribe to stay up to date on other videos like this. If you're interested in working with us, there should be a link below. You can reach out and book a free strategy call with me so we can go over your coaching, consulting, or education business and see how we can help you scale even further. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.